Nostalgia is the most milk cow of the modern day. Whether it's nostalgia compilations on YouTube or the endless sea of products designed to tug at the nostalgia held by people, hell, I'd argue that at least 95% of the reason a prevalent game collecting hobby exists is people revisiting their childhood games and consoles. Some people view nostalgia as bad, something that blinds people. Now, I do agree to a certain point. If people keep buying bad products because of nostalgia, then that's bad. However, overall, I believe that nostalgia is still good. I can't explain the science of where it comes from or what it is exactly, but best believe I've had the spirit of it flowing through my blood plenty of times. When you're older, whether an adult or teenager, you have lots of responsibility. Most of us are working and taking care of family. Even if you were born wealthy or some 22-year-old who lives at home with no job, your reality is inherently more complex. While we accept these responsibilities, we still of course long for the simpler times of childhood. The guy working long hours thinking back to a simple time before the internet, a time of sitting on the carpet floor in front of a bulky wood grain TV, playing video games that came on cartridges, or the young guy who once had all the time with his GameCube, who's now dealing with the stresses of reality, like work, school, relationships. Now, nostalgia doesn't just have to apply to childhood. The old person can miss their 20s, or even the 25-year-old can be nostalgic for 5 years earlier. Somebody missing their past sounds depressing, and it is to a degree. Nostalgia has an innate underlying sadness to it. A sadness that had me even in severe mental turmoil for years of high school, and yet I'd still defend nostalgia. My response to a neckbeard pseudo-intellectual dunking on nostalgia is a simple why. Somebody being nostalgic doesn't negatively affect you. Nostalgia is a fun distraction, and perhaps for some it could be helpful to explain why they view that time as better and how to fix what went wrong. My own relationship with nostalgia has been overall probably negative, but it is also the driving force and the reason behind so much of why I do YouTube and what I want to do on YouTube. I did a video on the Nintendo 64, a console I'm nostalgic for. I have a lot of memories playing Mario Kart 64 with my dad, something I never do anymore for a set of reasons, the biggest being that I'm always held up in my room busy. I'm also nostalgic for the original Xbox, which you can watch my video on for more details. I'm nostalgic for this cool plug-and play about monster trucks as well, but this goes beyond gaming. Summertime holds nostalgia and magic for lots of people. Playing with friends outside. Trampolines hold lots of fun outside memories for me and people. Speaking of outside memories and childhood memories overall, I used to have friends who lived on the same block as me. I was a little kid at the time and I used to play with this older kid named Bryson. We used to play in the woods and stuff, you know, as any kid does. Those times have passed and now I think Bryson doesn't like me because he unfriended me on Facebook. It is what it is, but fuck him anyway. It's funny though, because my time hanging out with Bryson was back when I was in elementary school. Most people look back on high school as the good old days, but I don't like who I was in high school. In fact, I hate who I was. But I do look back on elementary school with great fondness. If I could go back, I would. I wish I could go back and be in 2nd grade, sitting on those blue plastic chairs, playing Lego chess on a computer that is running Windows XP, surrounded by my old classmates back in the early to mid 2000s. Honestly, elementary school, especially 1st and 2nd grade, was probably the best point in my life. However, there was one point in middle school that kind of rivals it, the Halo Reach days. As you guys know, the Halo games are my favorite games, especially Halo 1 and 2, I love them. Halo Reach, while not my favorite, still probably holds the best memories. I played Reach every day at my friend's house. So many hours. The Reach maps are ones I look back on fondly. I miss when the game had a massive player base, back when the Xbox Live was the shit. I've played Reach since of course, but it'll never be the same as back in those Xbox Live glory days. This video might seem sad, but honestly, I know how not to dwell on these things now. I know how to bury my past.